Okay, so today we are talking about dream customers. All right, so if you have a business, if you are thinking of starting a business, you have to do this one thing. You have to figure out who your dream customer is. Okay, so this is, I like to say, the foundation of like any business. If you don't have your dream customer down, written on a piece of paper, in detail, like an image of that person in your brain or an image, a physical image like on your wall. If you don't have that, you need to keep listening to this and then you need to do the exercise at the end for sure. And this is not just like you have to do this because this is the way it's done kind of thing. This is going to provide so much more value to your clients and your customers. And then also it's going to get you so much more clients and customers, which is what we all want. So we can better serve, we can better find these people if we know exactly who they are, okay? So the better we can identify these people, the easier it will be for us to find them. And the more customers we have, the more clients we have, the more money we make, which is what we want, right? And the more impact we can make too. So all of those things are a reason why you need to keep listening to this video and you have to figure out who your dream client is, okay? So my story is, as I started business coaching, I had created this successful product-based business, so I was like, surely I can teach people how to do this. I put systems in place. I'm going to life coaching school so I can help with mindset stuff, and I feel like I had a really good offer, right? So I started getting these clients in, and people who had, I niched it down to women who had a product-based business who wanted to grow, right? Who wanted to make more money. And as I was coaching these clients, some of them I loved coaching and some of them were really, really difficult for me to want to like keep moving forward with them. Like I wasn't looking forward to those calls. They were lovely people, they were great, but as far as like what I was hoping to see, like the results I was hoping to bring to people, that wasn't happening with some of my clients. And let me tell you why. So I had niched it down to women entrepreneurs who were wanted to grow their product-based business, right? But I included everybody. Like I was just like, if you want to learn more, like come and I'll coach you. And I included everybody. And my dream customer was just that person. So I found these people coming to me who didn't have an idea, who had an idea but couldn't get started, who had an idea and kind of got started but weren't making any money with it yet. And those people I found really, really difficult to work with. I wasn't getting the results that I wanted from it. And then it was just not as fun for me, I guess. Like it wasn't what I wanted to be doing. And so I had signed up with these clients for like 6 weeks, 12 weeks, and I was like, I have to keep going with these clients because this was our contract. And I quickly found out that I wanted to have clients who were already making money. Like it was as easy as that. So I had to niche down. I had to figure out more specific things about my dream customer, about my dream client, and really sit down and think like, who is this person? What are they struggling with? Like what specific things were they struggling with? They weren't struggling with what product to sell because they already had a product. They weren't struggling with like how to make their first sale because they had already made their first sale. So those were the things that I was trying to avoid when I was attracting new clients. And for me to get more specific on my dream customer, that just like, now I have dream customers, like every single client of mine is a dream customer because I did this exercise. So who are your dream customers? Okay, and what do they spend their time thinking about? What do they spend their time doing? What are they passionate about? These are some questions I want you to ask yourself, like literally ask yourself. Get a piece of paper and pen, answer these questions. I want you to have a list of your dream customer, okay? So we're gonna ask a bunch of questions and then we're gonna name this person. So Scott and I, we have Ben and Jen. They're like they're our dream customers. Ideally they were like a couple who were like us, who wanted to start a business together. And we have images of them, of exactly what they look like. We know their names, we know what they're passionate about, we know they're male and female, we know like what kind of income they're making already, we know what they value, what keeps them up at night, what struggles do they have, Where do they spend their time? That's a huge one. Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram? Do they like YouTube? Like, where are these people? And then, let's see, I've got a big list here. Oh, age, we want to talk about age. We want to talk about, we can get into like race, religion. It depends on your product, but get as specific as you possibly can about this person. I want this person to be like a real person in your life. Like when you're staying up at night thinking about your business, you can't sleep, like that person is in bed next to you, right? That person is like helping you figure it out. When you're like trying to figure out ads, when you're trying to write an email, when you're on Facebook and you're like creating a post, that person's sitting right next to you and you're having a conversation with that person and you know exactly what to say to that person. So this is a real person, guys. I can't remember where I heard it. It might have been Russell Brunson. It might have been somebody else, but they were having this meeting for their business and they brought somebody in to kind of pitch an idea, I guess. And they were pitching the idea and the leaders of the company were like, that sounds great, but we need to talk to like Christina. We'll talk to Christina and see what she thinks. And this guy was like, well, who's Christina? Like, why haven't I met her? How come I don't know about her? And Christina was their dream client. Like, they had to physically go and like look at their picture of Christina and say, Christina, does this sound like a good idea? And if it checked all the boxes and it like fit within who that dream customer was, then they were gonna go for it. So that's how I want you to use your dream customer. Russell Brunson says to like, print out a picture, go on the internet, type in like Jen, because that's my person. Maybe she has brown hair, maybe she has like rosacea if I'm doing like a skincare product. Maybe she has, I don't know, kids. Go in and find a picture of that person, print it off and stick it above your laptop, stick it in your office. Have that person real to you. Real and like somewhere where you can see her, where you can see him, where you can see them. So I want you to sit down. My whole thing is about action, you guys. So I'm not here to just like spout off information and for you to like listen to it and binge listen. I want you to sit down after you listen to this, get a piece of paper, hopefully you're doing it right now, and answer those questions. Answer every single question you possibly can about this person so that you know them. They're like your best friend, okay? They might be your only friend, and that's awesome. They're a good friend to have. So the reason why we want to figure out exactly who this person is because, like I said before, when you're creating a Facebook post, when you're creating an ad, when you are developing a product, this person needs to like give the okay. This person needs to be who you're sending that message to. And the reason why that is so important is because those people out there exist. That person's not just a fake person. There's people out there all over the world just like your dream customer. Okay, they're your dream customer. And we want to know where to find them. So if we're working with like an influencer, if we're working with, we'll stick with influencers. If you're working with an influencer, this is such a long video. If you're working with an influencer and you want to promote your product, are you going to promote, like, how do you know where to find them? Do they have a 60-year-old audience? Do they have a 15-year-old audience? Do they have a 40-year-old audience who's a mom who has kids? Okay, we want to know exactly who their audience is because they need to be your dream customer, okay? So I will let you get started on that. Do the exercise. Do it right now. See ya.